Yes, respected dear friends, what a beautiful coming together of ours, pure intention, noble goal and aim that through the study of our Lord Krishna's teaching, learning how to live life for eking out maximum happiness and success in it. That is the purpose of Krishna and Avatara. That is the purpose of Gita. And that is the only purpose for which we are every day coming and spending 1 hour together to study. Study part we are doing here, implementation part is subjective. As we make it convenient to study, so we have to make it convenient to think and understand. So we have to make it convenient to practice. This challenge is called as human effort. Taking it as challenge, trying bit by bit, succeeding in that is the fulfillment in our life. If this is not done, left to ourselves by ourselves, we will live in the ordinary mediocre life, which is an insult to being human, because human being given so many abilities, opportunities, so many freedoms and all, is expected to do glorious things for himself and also for the universe at large, more subtly than grossly. So good that we are together. Let us continue till this Gita Adhyanam over. Even after that also, we will take up other Shastra Adhyanam. What I personally feel is, whether we do great achievements or not, lot of spiritual sadhana or not, at least to keep ourselves informed about the availability and possibility of these things, that we must be in touch with our Shastra Adhyanam every day. Slowly we give it up, then we will not even become exposed to the presence of these. Then we take up all worldly animalistic things as the goal and we go for them, and ahu karke you may earn some money, some indulgences, but they are appreciated only by equally stupid fellows of the world. The true great giants, saints, or the Lord will not appreciate it. Like when you go and do all sports or entertainments and enjoyments and all, and tell you to equal friends, they say, "अरे यार बढ़िया किया तुमने." They tell you, but when you come to me or people like us, we say, "अरे बेटा कर तो लिया, अच्छा है, उसमें 1-2 घंटा निकाल के गीता पढ़े, थोड़ा अपने आप को उधार करे, it would have been better." That's what we will feel. We won't certify or justify or what to say, appreciate if something is done always which is not spiritual. करो being youngsters, but not zero here. इसको भी करते रहना. So you must know from whom to get the appreciation. So, and from that person you get appreciation only those things when we do which are appreciable. So we are human beings, we are observed by the Lord. We have to find appreciation from Him. He will appreciate us only when we use our human life for something higher, greater, nobler, not only living like animals, only for artha kama, called as earning, indulging, bhog. That will anybody does it. On the other hand, using the intellect, understanding our own personality and life, seeing the world and understanding it, knowing mutual connection, relation, responsibilities, dependencies, limitations, the whole thing, why this setup is there in front of us, knowing it deeply, subtly, and fulfilling our presence here by knowing and doing exactly things to be done. अब इसमें real higher मजा है. है ना, like finding why the apple has fallen down, not up. In that inquiry, discovered that Newton, the gravitational law, is an achievement. This is in the scientific fields through inquiry. Go beyond what is seen. Spirituality may be go beyond what is seen to see the seer himself. There's nothing a greater joy than this. But in सबको समझने के लिए भी, like physics is a great subject I must pursue. You will decide it after 10th. But before that, from the class 2 up to 8, you have to study what is physics. Then you will know its glory. So, though you are studying Gita now, with this you know what is the meaning of human life, what it has to be pursued for. Once you know it, then you understand the glory of it. There is a chance for you to try for this also, along with your minimum academic and worldly achievements. And when you grow, truly grow, correctly grow, at the age you have reached to 60, 65, all works, responsibilities give to the next generation, you take up your spiritual journey alone. That's a fulfillment. Anyway, welcome. Good we are together. Today also the four things. One, our everyday chants. And today in our Shanti Mantra, it is Purnamadaha. That we will do 11 times. No, 1196 काफी है. Then we go to our Gita, where 13th chapter Kshetra Kshetragni Bhaga Yoga we'll be studying thoroughly in continuation of yesterday. The second and third mantras, if required, fourth also will begin, if possible. Then we'll do our third and last mantra of Devi PRATAH Smaranam. It's a beautiful thing in the early morning while doing Smarana to the mother. We are invoking from her all the positive energies, powers, so that we work in the world beautifully for ourselves and the world at large. Let's start. Om. 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 ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. गुरूणां स्मरणं संकल्पः. ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या भक्ति विद्या योग विद्या धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. गीताचार्याय नमः. वेदव्यास महर्षे नमः. आदिशंकरद्गुरवे नमः. गीता महात्रे नमः. श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां शिवगुरुदेवतानां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध पुराणे इतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत दर्शन अनुग्रह अनुभूति तेषामुक्त योगादि वेदांतादि भक्त्यादि साधनानां अनुभूति सनातन धर्म वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृते सांप्रदायिनां शास्त्राणां योगानां गुरुशिष्य परंपरायाः देवता भक्त परंपरायाः समस्त प्रक्रियाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण समस्त विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा अति मुख्येन विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व स्थित समस्त जीवानां आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति समैक्यता सामरस्य पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये शास्त्र संस्थापन कार्ये आध्यात्मिक संस्थापन कार्ये निष्ठित अस्माकं सह समस्त भक्त साधक सेवकानाम् आचार्याणां गुरूणां संस्थानां पुनरुत्थानं पूर्णरूपेण बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निवारण शक्ति संवर्धन साधना सानुकूलता प्राप्ति द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य दिग्विजयार्थम श्री वेद मंत्रस्य पूर्णवध मंत्रस्य पारायणं तदनन्तरं गीता पारायणं गीता अध्ययनं तदनन्तरं श्री देवी प्रातस्मरण पारायणम् अर्थाविष्करणं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. युवानां च आगतानां युवानां च संकल्पित सत्कर्म से दिग्विजयार्थम समस्त युवानां हृदय देश धर्म परमात्मा गुरु शास्त्र माता पितृ प्रति भक्ति प्राप्ति द्वारा जीवन साफल्य अर्थम अपि आदौ वेद मंत्रस्य पारायणं. टुडेस मंत्र इज what is it, all the computer knowledge is today's Veda mantra. The whole world of computers are working on algorithms. All algorithms are based on imaginary calculus. The imaginary calculus is that type of calculation which is depending on the infinite. So to say, on infinite, any drama you can do in an imagination but not in reality. And all the drama done on the infinite is plus to infinite, minus to infinite, division of infinite, and multiplication of infinite, which has no meaning. But you can imagine that. That's why the imaginary calculus, algorithms, all of that is 0 1 minus 1 इसी के combination से सारा computers चलते हैं. So to the whole world of computations are happening on the infinite Paramatma imaginarily without disturbing. Like millions wave comes on the water in the ocean without changing the water. Million pots come on the mud without changing the pot. Mud. Millions of ornaments come on the gold without changing the gold. In the same way, whole world is on the infinite Paramatma projected finitude. So all your computation, mathematics, logic is there in this today's Shanti Mantra, which we do every day toward the end of the class. What it says is, Om is Parabrahma the Lord, Purnamadaha, that Parabrahma is Purnam, Purnamidam, from him, this whole Jagat in front of us is also Purnam, Purnat Purna Udachyate. This Purnam, the Jagat which is infinite, has come from that Purnam only. Purnasya Purnamadaya. From that Purna Paramatma, when the Purna infinite Jagat came out, Purnameva Vashishyate. That Parabrahma is also Purnam. That Jagat also is Purnam. So what it means is, In Purnam, that infinite, all plus, minus, addition, multiplication are only imaginary, not real. So too, in the Purna Parabrahma Paramatma, the creation, maintenance, sustenance, destruction of entire world is only imagination, like on the TV screen, all the movies projected. In the mind, whole dream is projected. During the daytime, when you have nothing to do, you only project in the mind that you do this, you achieve this, everybody appreciates you. कुछ किए बिना mental hallucination कहते हैं. They are not real, but you imagine, no? So to the whole world is imagination on the Paramatma. That sublime truth revealing mantra is the Shanti mantra, which I have chanted to you now. Now let us do them together 6 times. Let us do that. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते 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 ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Revel in the chanting of these mantras and contemplate on the meanings. Then expand your intellect for higher, deeper, greater, subtler understandings and live life according to that. There will be minimum problems or troubles. This is the way, this is the only way. Thank you. Now we have done two things of our earlier chanting and Vedanta chanting. Come to the third topic, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are into the 13th chapter named KSHETRAGNA Vibhaga Yoga. This is the first of the 6 of the Jnana Shatkam. And in the true Vibhaga, we are given what is real, what is unreal, what is to be sought after, what should be given up, what is binding, what is liberating, what is me, what is not me, etc. 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 It has got beautiful 35 mantras, 1 plus 34. So we have seen the first and second, and third we have to see. Arjuna's question regarding 6 things: Kshetram, Kshetragnam, Jnanam, Gneyam. Then third one is Prakritim Purusham. Oh Krishna, oh Lord, tell me in clear understanding about these things. Bhagavan first starts taking up and explaining Kshetra, Kshetragna. Then he goes to Prakriti Purusha. Then he goes to Jnanam Gneyam. Then he talks about Prakriti Purusha. Whole chapter. Very, very essential for us to know, so that the mixed up things are separated, and in that we know what is real, what is unreal, what is useful, what is not useful. These are all very high intellectual inquiries. For a person always in the mind having thoughts only of indulgence, enjoyment, bhoga, and friends and sleeping, to such a very low level of weakened mind which is slave to all these things, can't have even interest to listen it, forget about the ability to understand. Check yourself. Do you have that ability? Even if you don't have, you keep on being regular, then the ability is given, then you can ponder over these very sublime things and start understand. Once the starting of the understanding happens, once you know that these understandings are so beautiful, and because of that, once you start enjoying it, your life has taken totally positive turn, growing more and more in spiritual knowledge and pursuing that path. You only are liberating yourself. Other than that, in the world, we are day by day binding only ourselves. Okay. Now, we'll chant all the 3 shlokas two times. Then we will just summarize first and second shlokas. Then the third one we'll have to start. We will study that. Let us start. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita अथ त्रयोदशोऽध्यायः क्षेत्र क्षेत्रज्ञ विभाग योगः अर्जुन उवाच प्रकृतिं पुरुषं चैव क्षेत्रं क्षेत्रज्ञमेव च एतद्वेदितुमिच्छामि ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं च केशव प्रकृतिं पुरुषं चैव क्षेत्रं क्षेत्रज्ञमेव च एतद्वेदितुमिच्छामि ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं च केशव श्रीभगवानुवाच इदं शरीरं कौन्तेय क्षेत्रमित्यभिधीयते एतद्यो वेत्ति तं प्राहुः क्षेत्रज्ञ इति तद्विदः श्रीभगवानुवाच इदं शरीरं कौन्तेय क्षेत्रमित्यभिधीयते एतद्यो वेत्ति तं प्राहुः क्षेत्रज्ञ इति तद्विदः क्षेत्रज्ञं चापि मां विद्धि सर्वक्षेत्रेषु भारत क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञयोर्ज्ञानं यत्तज्ज्ञानं मतं मम क्षेत्रज्ञं चापि मां विद्धि सर्वक्षेत्रेषु भारत क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञयोर्ज्ञानं यत्तत् ज्ञानं मतं मम. Carefully listen every sentence, every explanation. So, in the beginning of this Jnana Shatkam, in the first chapter of Trayodasha, Bhagavad 13th chapter, Kshetra Kshetragna Vibhaga, you got to Bhagavan, the Krishna, the all pervading, all powerful, omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent, kind, compassionate Lord. Question is asked by Arjuna, the Rujutva Arjuna, Arjunatvat Arjuna, Arjunat. What is the question? Hey Bhagavan, Keshava, I want to know these six things. Prakritim Purusham, Kshetram Kshetragnam, Jnanam Gneyam. Now, first of all in life, greatest achievement is rising above the indulgences with the self, senses, rising above in the emotions of the mind, using the intellect. And using the intellect to know. Know means gain knowledge. And that same intellect, when it is used to gain the knowledge of the self or the truth, that person has grown to a highest level. The difference between using intellect to know the Lord, using intellect to know the world is what? The more you know the world, be attentive. Two things happen. One, the desires for the world will grow. Then you will be lost more and more. There the Jnana Shakti gets destroyed in Ichha Shakti and Kriya Shakti. Consequently, what will happen? The world starts appearing to be more and more realistic. What it leads to is real reality is totally forgotten. This is called samsara. You and I are in that fully, and that's how we are trained throughout life in our schools, colleges, even at home, wherever we go, because the whole system setup is like that. Now, instead of that, using buddhi to know the self knowledge, you know what happens? It is reality. So when the real is known, the real bliss will come, because if at all bliss is there and it is to be real, it has to come from reality only. No? How can the unreal gives the bliss? Second is what? When the reality is realized as real, all that was unreal but taken as real is found to be unreal. Once it is unreal, you don't run behind it. When you don't run, you have no problem. We are suffering in the world for only one reason, that we run behind the world. We run behind the world for the only one reason, that we take it as real. We take it as real for only reason because the real reality is not known. So through the question of Arjuna, what we understand, the sublimity of question, the beauty of the question, utility of question, these three pairs, when they are understood, the truth to reality is understood, the untruth unreal is understood. Now the choice was what to pursue, the real unreal. Obviously, when two things are given, one is liberating, other is bounding. No fool selects the binding things. Today we are foolishly selecting the binding things and getting bound because we are not in front of us what is real, what is unreal. These things we are not put in front. That विभाग हमको नहीं किया जा रहा है, और जो फंसाने वाला है वही रियल के रूप में दिखाया जा रहा है. So here see the three pairs Prakriti Purusha. When clearly understood, we know they are all modifications in the Prakriti and not in Purusha. And that Purusha I am have nothing to do with the Prakriti. Prakriti goes on modifying in my presence. I need not suffer because of that. If this knowledge is clearly understood, deeply understood, and you are really living this knowledge, you are very much in this world as Purusha, not identifying the Prakriti, where is the suffering? Children, youngsters, supply very deep knowledge it is, but I am confident that after listening to 12, 13, 12 chapters here, you will be matured enough to grasp this Jnana Shatkam. That is why I am taking it up in that way, purely spiritually. Worldly already spoken, you know how to manage it. Same way, Jnanam Gneyam. This pair thought is known very clearly. What exactly is the pure Jnanam which gives the Anandam? And what is the Gnevastu? We should know what to know. We should not know everything. How to know the bomb. Why do you know? Are you a terrorist or what? Terrorist knows how to make bomb, and by mistake you know the bomb how to make. Unknowingly, unwantedly you become terrorist because you make it and throw somewhere, they get terrorized. How to do murder. This is knowledge, but why should you know how to steal? हाउ टू चीट? ये सारे भी इंफॉर्मेशन ही है. अब किसने कहा बेवकूफ इसको जानने को? These are all destroying things, na? So we should know what is Gneyam in this world, and the technical meaning of it is what? Yajnatva neya bhuyonat jnatavya avashishyate. We already covered this chapters in this topic in 7th and 9th chapter. That should be known by us, knowing which all is known. And beautiful thing, if something is known after knowing that, everything is gained without doing anything. The self is like that. When you know that, you gain that. In the gain of that, everything is gained. Because everything is gained, nothing more remains to be gained. Therefore, you need not struggle in this world. See the logic of it. एक चीज है जिसको जानने से सब मिल चुका है कि और कुछ न जानने की जरूरत है, न कुछ करने को है जरूरत कुछ पाने को. अगर ऐसी बात हो गई तो बात बन गई कि नहीं? ध्यान से सुनना. There is something here. I have known it here. Knowing it is gaining it here. Once it is gained, everything is gained here. Because everything is gained, nothing remains to be gained here. Therefore, nothing to be done. That's what you all want. No, कुछ नहीं करना चाहते. हम वही कह रहे हैं भाई, कुछ मत करो, बस एक चीज करो जिसको पाने के बाद ना कुछ पाने को है ना कुछ करने को है. And that is called a ज्ञेयम. What a beautiful way Lord will answer. Gneyam yattat pravakshami yajnatva amrutamashtate anadimat param brahma nasattanna saduchyate sarvata panipadam tat sarvatokshi shiromukam sarvatashtuloke sarvam avruttya tishtati sarvendriya gunabhasam sarvendriya gorjitam asaktam sarvauchaiva nirguram gunabhoktucha bairantasya bhutanam asaram chenamev cha sukshmatta tadavigneyam durastam chantike chadat avivaktam cha bhuteshu yoktamasitam bhuta bhartru cha tatneyam grasishtu prabhavishtu cha jyotishyami tat jyoti tamasa paramuchate jnanam gneyam jnanagamyam hrudi sarvasya vishitam iti. In the 6.5, 7.5 shlokas, Bhagavan tells what is Gneyam. क्या मजा आएगा if you tune. कोई सिनेमा हो क्रिकेट हो, when you tune you get मजा ना. Here also when you tune, when you have devotion, when you have single pointedness, when you want to know, you have your concentration, you have subtlety to understand, you are pure in your heart and intentions, you are regular, you are sincere. When these qualities are there is no greater joy than studying Shastras, understanding them and getting that revelation afterwards. Nothing more to be known, nothing more to be gained, nothing more to be done. You are liberated. See that Gneyam and Jnanam? What a beautiful question. Third one is Kshetram Kshetragnyam. The field and knower of the field. And what is the relation between them? The correct relation. The wrong relation, because of which there is misery. क्वेश्चन themselves are so sublime, so beautiful. कोई चीज का जवाब जानने से पहले उस प्रश्न, हमारा प्रश्न है कि नहीं, उसके लायक है कि नहीं, पहले इसको भी जानना है. So these are the questions. Are you ready to show your interest in knowing the answer to this? You are welcome. So Prakritam Purusham Chaiva, Kshetram Kshetragnam Cha, Etad Veditum Ichchami. I am desirous of knowing this. I have no other Ichcha now for the worldly things. I have the desire for knowledge. When the Ichcha Shakti is converted into Jnana Shakti, means if your desire is converted to the desire of knowing, you are really growing in your life. Kriya Shakti, Ichcha Shakti में, Ichcha Shakti Jnana Shakti में बदलना है. उस ज्ञान शक्ति से परमात्मा का ज्ञान को पाना है. There you are liberated. Otherwise, what will happen? You misuse the Jnana Shakti by not using it for Paramatma, for the world's sake. As I told in the beginning, once you see the world through your Jnana Shakti, you will create Ichcha Shakti, wherein the Jnana Shakti becomes Kriya Shakti, Ichcha Shakti. Once you have Ichcha desire, you have to fall down to the Kriya Shakti, wherein you are forced to work to gain those desires fulfilled. Once the Shakti falls the Kriya level, then it falls the Dravya level. After that, we suffer only in this world. ये सारे बातें आपको 10-20 साल के बाद रोज सुनने से समझ में आएंगे. Now after this question of Arjuna, Bhagavan is very excited, he wants to answer. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha. Bhagavan started answering. First, second shloka में answer शुरू हुआ. We have seen this exhaustively. So beautiful it is. First the literal meaning, then the deeper things to understand. These two will just deal once more for 5-6 minutes. First, hey Kaunteya, O Kunti Putra, mere buha ke bete, my so close cousin, as well as brother-in-law because you are married to my sister, and also such a wonderful friend. Friend also because you are the follower of the dharma and good values, you respect elders. So all these are included in one word, Kaunteya. कुंती माँ ने आपको ऐसे वैल्यू सिखाई, बड़ों का आदर करो, उनसे सीखते रहो, छोटों को प्रेम करो, उनको क्षमा करते रहो, धर्म का स्थापना करो, आध्यात्म का साधना करो, भगवान के प्रति भक्ति रखो. Such a things you are taught by your mother Kunti, who is my own Buvaji. Therefore, you are her son. Therefore, I have respect for you. Therefore, to your all your questions, I will answer fully. Now, because you are Kunti Putra and I am answering you, therefore, because you are Kunti Putra, you must also attentively listen and understand in such a way that you being Kunti Putra, I am being her nephew, both of us should fulfill that we related to her. We are related to her. देखो निकालो मीनिंग तो कितना निकलेगा. कौनतेय एक शब्द. कौनतेय. Now the answer. Idam shariram kshetram iti abhidiyate. This body is called as kshetram. Then etad yahavetti, the one who is knowing this body, he is called as kshetragna. So therefore kshetram kshetragna mevacha veditum ichchami. Hey Arjuna, you asked the question, मैंने उसका आंसर दे दिया. Details will follow in 2 or 3 shlokas. So direct simple question, kshetram kshetragnam vedidamichami. Okay, kauntaya idam shariram kshetram etad yahaveti tam kshetragna iti prahu tadvidah. Those who know exhaustive all these things, our rishis and all, they all have said the knower of this body is kshetragna, the body is kshetram. Literal meaning. Now one by one thing we are understanding and why we should understand those things, how they help us, that is our focus. First the understanding. First shariram. Shariram is Shiryamana Rakshanatvat. It will perish, destroy. Therefore, don't try to make impossible with that Sharira of sustaining for eternity. That notion you remove, half of the dukkha goes away. I am telling you very subtle things, dear youngsters. With the hope at least 5% of you will catch it. 95 will try, if not today, tomorrow will catch. Second is the Shariram is always idam, not aham. Exhaustively we studied yesterday. Ki idam cannot be aham. Idam is known. Aham is knower. How can the idam the known becomes the aham the knower? If it happens, everywhere it should happen. And if it doesn't happen at one place, it should not happen in another place. When I know the buffalo, I am not the buffalo. When I know the donkey, I am not the donkey. When I know the shariram, I should not be the shariram. These things which are buffalo donkey, we see them at physical level. Therefore, easily because I am this body, I am not that one. Easily I reject my identity with that. But what happens with the Sharira is, from millions of lives, we have as if lived with this body, as body is me. Therefore, whatever is happening to the body is taken as by me. Therefore, I suffer. Just like, people don't have the car. How many cars every day they travel in when they are big little officers, mano? तो सुबह दोपहर शाम और टैक्सी बुलाया आगे क्या कहना कहते हैं उसको बोला बिला क्या बोलते आई डोंट नो दे ट्रैवल तो ये नहीं टैक्सी बुक कर ली ऑनलाइन या किसी की आ गया डोर खोला ड्राइवर बैठ गए जी ले गए डेस्टिनेशन उतार दी यू विल नॉट लुक बैक बिकॉज ऑफिस हैज पेड द मनी और यू विल जस्ट ऑनलाइन पे द मनी he will have any relation with that car beyond that. Now imagine the same fellow has bought his own car. Car is same, travel is same. Where the change has happened, if you catch it, you understand what is bondage, what is liberation. The moment he bought the car, first day onwards, उसको गराज से घर लाने में उनको इतनी टेंशन होती भाई कहीं लग जाए पहले दिन अशुभ अशुभ, therefore carefully धक्का देके लेके आते हो. They put in the garage. He's always mindful of his grandchildren. They should not break the car windows with the cricket they are playing. कुछ हो गया then he makes it, throws a tantrum and all. Our neighbors के घर से कोई कचरा निकला गिरा या पानी गिरा हो या कुछ भी हो, how much he suffers. And when same thing was happening to the taxis when he was traveling, he was not worried only. He was not even concerned that भी कार है ये भी कार है उसमें travel कर रहा था इसमें भी कर रहा था, है ना. Now what's the difference? Difference is that cars which he was traveling were used knowing that idam rupena. But this car is not idam, it is aham as well as mama. It is mine and it is me. Once it has become mine and me, be attentive. Even though factually, when something happens to a car, nothing happening to me. When the car's, let us say, window broken, or did it happen to me or what? No, but don't I suffer it? Why do I suffer? That is called as mamata or ahanta with the car. Subtle. And that is because he bought the car, he wanted to buy, he bought it, he registered, he paid the money, and slowly that mamata with the car he has developed. Same showroom, there were other 10 cars, but he never developed with them. So to travel with so many cars every day, that time also he never developed. This inside in the mind. Now suppose after 2 years of use, then he thought of this car naya wala kharidna hai, then he sells it. When he sells it, then उस कार को उसका बेचने के बाद कुछ भी हो जाए, he will not be worried. He will be happy. अच्छा हो गया भाई, बेचने के बाद हो गया, नहीं तो मेरे को लगना पड़ता था, पैसे लगते थे. You understand? Car remains same, travel remains same. Same car he may even travel after when he sells it. अपने दोस्त को भेजा होगा, दोस्त ने कहा यार तुम भी थोड़ा यूज कर लो. But still there is no mamata, ahanta, therefore there is no suffering. If you understand the example in the same way, this body eternally is given to me like a car. I travel in it. It is idam. But like the rented car, a jnani lives like that. He knows every life the cars are given. I'll use them for my evolution. That's it, my journey. He never ended with a car. This fellow, identified with that car in suffering. Now, there's another way. Own the car, like the man owns the body, the saint. Yet don't have anta mamta with it. Use it. The wisdom of a person. So, first is shariram, shiryamanam, therefore accept. Second, it is always idam. It can never become aham. This knowledge, when it becomes deeper, now you start becoming a witness. The moment you learn to be a witness of everything in the world, nothing troubles you, because witness is not troubled, because he is not accused, he is not any of the parties of anything that's happening. है ना, जैसे साक्षी होता है कोर्ट में, उसको पनिशमेंट थोड़ी देते, उसने देखा है बस उतना ही. मर्डर करने वाले को देखा, जिसको मर्डर हुआ उसको भी देखा. ही इज ओनली विटनेस. So to have seen the body's birth, I am seeing the death of the body. I am witness. Why should I be suffering? I have seen the health of the body. I have seen the disease of the body. How does it matter to me? I am seeing both of them. Only a seer. Like I have seen the manufacturing of the bar, using of the car, and a hold हो गया तो उसको उसमें डाल के crush कर दिया. I am only a seer, no? Why should I suffer? See the consequence of this knowledge. This is called philosophy. This is called Vedanta. This is called as the spirituality. This is what is the means for living in the same world, but living as your own self, not identified with the non-self. Therefore, there is no samsara. See, youngsters, when you are listening to 12 chapters, how much you are qualified by God's grace that you are able to listen these subtle knowledges. And if this becomes your own at the very young age, keeping in the background when you are living the life outside, it's all tamasha, it's all maja, it's all entertainment. Then you can have the audacity to say that I've entered into this exhibition, this playground called as the world I'm playing. I am also given one role. I'm playing that role also. I'm enjoying the play that's going on. Like the umpire. He enjoys the bowling, batting, fielding, everything. But his role is to umpiring also. He enjoys all that. But the other fellow, the two teams, they लड़ते रहते हैं, जीतने वाले टेंशन, हारने वाले टेंशन and all. Now, idam I explained, idam shariram I explained, kauntaya I explained. See how much meanings. Kshetram iti abhidhiyate. This body is the kshetram. Okay. That way everything known is kshetram only, but our problem is with this body because we identify with it. Therefore, here Bhagavan is focusing. Why the body is said as kshetram? Three meanings are given. Why it is said as kshetram, again one more explanation is given. One is what? Kshetratranat, second is kshayat, third is ksharanat. Because it is, we always put the effort to protect it, which has to be protected for its good functioning. Second, kshayat, one day it will destroy. Ksharanat, in between, before destruction, it goes on modifying. इस तरह से होने के कारण बॉडी को क्षेत्र का, these three are the meanings of the word क्षेत्र, है ना. क्षतत्राणात क्षेत्रम, क्षरणात क्षेत्रम, क्षयात क्षेत्रम. मतलब उस अर्थ के कारण वो नाम दिया जाता है. लाइक भुजंग. Why the snake is called bhujanga? Bhujabhyam gacchati. It goes because of it with its own shoulders. It has no hands or legs. So to आकाश में चलता है पक्षी, इसलिए खे गच्छति थी खगः. Why the word is called खगः? खे गच्छति थी. Etymological meanings कहते हैं उसको, है ना. Why the hamsa is called hamsa? Hamti swayati iti. It moves by jumping, etc. Therefore it is called as hamsaha. In this way, many of the things in the world are Sanskrit way, named after the meaning. like Akasha. Why Akasha? Avakashat Akasha. है ना, मनुष्यः मनु शतरूपा संतति इति मनुष्यः, और मनुष्यः मनुते इति श्रद्धया इति मनुष्यः. See, the names are given. Narayana, Narasyanam Naram, Narasyanam Narasya Samuham Naram, Narasya Samuham Naram, Naram Yasyanam Narayana. Here also, Kshetram. Why that Kshetram? Kshatatranat, Ksharanat, Kshayat. So this meaning itself tells us the nature of it. That it will always have the tendency to get wounded and we have to protect it. How much are you protect it? It will go on decaying Ksharana. One day it disappears Kshaya. So what it means is that never accept these things happening. And second one, before this happening happens, why this body is given? Use it for that purpose. Like the car manufactured, car becomes old, car will be sold. But before that happens, we have to accept it. Second, as long as that is there intact, use it for the purpose for which it is bought or made. And please remember, we are all given human body only for one purpose of knowing the divine. Given human body means staying in this human equipment. By being no other jiva, even devatas, one can know the self, because the devatas are also busy in bhogadi. स्वर्ग वाले भोग में, नरक वाले दुख में बिजी रहते हैं, इसलिए उनको परमात्मा को जानने का चांस नहीं. इवन अदर एनिमल्स बॉडी, they are not suitable for the spirituality, only the human. Keep it in mind, by the way. So Kshatatranat, Ksharanat, Kshayat, Kshetram. Another meaning is what? Here the second meaning is not the etymological meaning, but it is the word meaning. What is the word meaning? Generally a field is called as Kshetram. And the body is also called as Kshetra. What is the Samyata? What is the equality? Because of which the body also is called as Kshetram. The answer is, what is done in the Kshetram? In the Kshetra, we sow the seeds and we get the yield. And sowing the seed, getting the yield. So the sowing seed is called technically karma, getting the yield as karma phala. Therefore, the body is given for us for doing the karma and enjoying the karma phala. Just like the Kshetram, therefore it is called as Kshetram. Like somebody never studied medicine but gives good medication. Whatever he says, gives, it cures. They say the Bible. No, don't you call them doctor? Why do you call doctor? Because what does the doctor do? He removes the disease by giving medication. This fellow also is doing. Therefore, technically, though not certificate is not there with him, but we call him, अरे डॉक्टर साहब, ये हमारे घर के डॉक्टर है. देखो, कोई भी बीमारी है दवा देता है. कल बीमारी नहीं है तो भी कुछ देकर बीमारी क्रिएट करके फिर दवा देगा. क्या लॉ पॉइंट बोला रे, तुमको तो लायर बनना चाहिए. अरे लायर साहब, he is not lawyer, never studied LLM, LLB, but his logical thinking is like that. You call him. So to body is not Kshetra, but body is called as Kshetra because like the Kshetra, body is the place where the seeds are sown of the karma and the karma phala yield is gained. Clear? Idam shariram kaunteya kshetram ityavadiyat. But from that understanding we must know. When the body is the place for the karma and karma phala, why not do punya karma and get punya karma phala? Why do the papa karma and papa phala? थोड़ा दिमाग तो होना चाहिए. Now second, when the karma is punya, punya phala comes, papa is the karma, papa phala comes. When the karma is sadhana wala, sadhana का कर्म करो तो मोक्ष आ जाएगा फिर इसी शरीर में रहकर. Now these understandings are spiritual understandings. This spiritual understanding, the one who is gaining, he is called pure hearted, he is called as subtle hearted. That pure and subtle heart is coming to you along with the knowledge because you are coming to Geetha classes. If you don't attend Geetha, you will be in the world only. Not knowing that is a kshetra, it gives the results depending on the seeds sown. We only go on sowing the seeds of adharma and baba, and we go on getting the result of dukkha, and we complain, मैं क्यों इतना दुखी हूँ बाबा. अरे पहले बेस तो समझो तुम. Philosophy, Vedanta gives us the basis of how to live life even outside for less miseries and more happinesses. Along with that, what is the way out for the liberation? अब इसको ही तुम मना करते हो. What a बेवकूफ you are. You are your grandfather, great grand, all Murak Bevakuf. That which Vedanta spirituality first to be studied, which teaches us how to live life and how to live life. इसको छोड़कर किससे जानकर करने से हम फंस जाते हैं, वही हमको सिखाए जा रहे. And then how to convey this point, it's a very mind-boggling thing to me. To all the Swamis, all the Acharyas who are studying Shastra, who know it and who are living that. अब देखो तुम लोग लकी हो कि हम धीरे धीरे 13 चैप्टर को पढ़ रहे. इदम शरीरम कौन्तेय क्षेत्रमित्यभिधीयते. ये क्षेत्र है. Now contemplate it 10 times. Your too much attachment is the body reduces, and the entire day you suffer only because you are attached too much to the body. Then later understanding is body is to serve, body is to do the dharma, then body is for the punya karma. Finally, in the body, as long as you are there, pursue the spiritual path. If you walk in this straight, beautifully pipeline path, where are you doing something wrong? You are not doing anything wrong. Then why do you suffer? You will not suffer. How clarity is, you see that 41 people caught up in Uttarakashi tunnel. The tunnel making itself is wrong there. है ना, पहाड़ों को ऐसे रहने दो, तुम जाओ मत वहां, तुम यू मेक योर कन्वीनियंट. भगवान हैज गिवन यू द प्लेन्स, नो, वहां कर लो. अब उसको भी तुम अटैक करना चाहिए. गुस्सा आ गया, प्रकृति माता को फंसा 41 लोगों को. होल गवर्नमेंट कंट्री शुड लर्न इट. It's a caution everywhere on the development. Whole Himalayan mountains are disturbed, glaciers are disturbed, everything ecological imbalance. 2013 में केदारनाथ में इतना भयंकर हुआ, उससे भी हमने सीखा नहीं. 14 में हुआ, 17 में, 18 में, अब ये भी है. 2 years back also another one. Touch not the mountains, touch not the rivers and oceans for your selfishness, including forests. Once the Prakriti becomes angry, you will be, तुम्हारे तबाह कर देगी. थोड़ा गुस्सा आ गया तो प्रकृति. Why do you do that? In the same way, वहां टनल में नहीं जाना था, गए, इसलिए प्रॉब्लम है. यहां हमको स्पिरिचुअलिटी में टनल में जाना है, not outside. What is the tunnel here? I am a human being. This body is given for me to do the dharma, for doing the punya, for doing the seva, for adhyatmic sadhana. Bas. Any other thing is outside the tunnel. You are suffering. You are safe. You are not safe. Like in a safari, when you go, a tiger lion safari, you will be inside a closed cabin. Then only you can enjoy the animals. तुमने कहा चलो मैं भी उनसे दोस्ती करता हूँ, वो लोग भगवान का नाम लेके नाश्ता करेंगे तुम्हारा. In the same way, just because body is given, just because body can be used for every bhoga, every nonsense, every useless thing, doesn't mean you should do. That's the cause of problem. That's why एक चीज को खरीदना, उसका सही उपयोग क्या है, बुरा उपयोग क्या है जानना, बुरा उपयोग नहीं करना, सही उपयोग करना, that is different. है ना, buying cell phone is not great, but it has good things to be used for negative also. Not doing negative, doing good. That is the meaning in buying the phone. Is it not? Everything in so human body having is different. What for it is given, knowing that and doing only that is the great achievement, not you misusing it for the negative purpose. आज का introduction भी वही था. In our morning class also we discuss same thing. So idam shariram kaunteya kshetramityabhidhiyate. What a beautiful kshetram here. You saw then like a field, you saw the cactus will come. You saw the bhang ka ped, wo aayega. You saw the mango will come. You saw karela. You saw the tulsi will come. है कि नहीं? इसी तरह in your human life, what actions you do, which are the seeds, that type of results will come, which are the fruits. Like I'm always gussa. I get gussa only from the world. I love them. They also love me. I just take revenge. They also try to wait for the opportunity to take revenge. When I forgive them, they also forgive me. So, whatever we give, that's what comes to the world. Whatever the seed you put, you put the mango seed and expect the imli to come, it will not come. If you want imli, you have to put the imli seed only. So do you want sukha in the life? Therefore, sow the seeds of punya karma. If you do the papa karma and expect no dukkha should happen and sukha should happen, it will never happen. The whole system will not work like that. System भगवान ने जैसा कहा वैसे चलता है, not you and I. So the system in the world are only three. पुण्य करो, सुख पाओ, पाप करो, दुख पाओ, साधना करो, मोक्ष पाओ. बस. Some are doing papa, some are slowly transferring into punya. Some of them have come to the spirituality. We are trying for that. साधना करो, अपने स्वरूप को जानो, मोक्ष पाओ. So I have explained to you first line idam charam kaunteya kshetramityabhidhiyate. Now second one, etad yah vetti tam prahuhu kshetrajnah iti tadvidah. So who is kshetrajna? है ना, सेकंड क्वेश्चन ऑफ अर्जुना. क्षेत्रम क्षेत्रज्ञ में वचा, तो क्षेत्र बता दिया. नो क्षेत्रज्ञ इज एतद यह वेत्ति, ही इज क्षेत्रज्ञ. So the one who knows the sharira from tala, the head, the portion up to the पांव तक, सब कुछ जो जानता है वो क्षेत्रज्ञ है. Okay. Now there are 2-3 things in it. First one is what? He knows the kshetra completely. That is why he is called as kshetrajna. Completely knows means what? From the tip of the head to the tip of the toe. What is the meaning of that? He knows from the top of the head to the tip of the toe. How can you know? Only when you are pervading. Right? when you are permeating there, when you are present there. So the self or the Paramatma or the Kshetragna, when he is said to be knowing the entire Kshetra, the body, means what? He is permeating the whole body. Therefore, the one who is permeating the whole body, he is called as Kshetragna. And he has to be meditated and realized that I am that. It cannot be brought out and shown. Like in some movie, उस हीरो के आत्मा को उसे बाहर निकाल के दिखाते हैं, वो उसी से बात करता है. इस तरह से you can't bring out the atma and show. That has to be realized, and for realization, the techniques are to be given. These are the techniques. This is the explanation. That the one who knows the body completely from the tip of the from the top of the head to the tip of the toe, he is Kshetra. 2 points are over. Third one is what? He is Gnya. Gnya means knower. Okay. He is only the knower of it. Be attentive. He is not the doer also. He is not the getter of the results also. He is the real Kshetragna. Okay, that Kshetragna, be attentive. After knowing this body, like the car I know in the showroom, then when I buy it, then it becomes mine. Na? Then on my name it is registered and all. Same way, the Kshetragna is a Paramatma. The same Kshetragna Paramatma, instead of only knowing the Kshetra, the body, when he identifies with the body as it is me or it is mine, he has fallen down from the Paramatma level to Jivatma level. Like I see all the cars in the showroom. I am a Paramatma. I am only seer. But one car I liked, I want to buy. I became Jivatma. What is becoming Jivatma there? Now I conditioned by that car, the color I like it, I want to buy it. I am negotiating with the budget and registration and EMI. Then safely I bought home, and because I bought it, I have to use it, because if I don't use it, it will get spoiled and all. अब देखो कितना संसार. This samsara which I have with my car, others don't have. Only I have it. And I have problem only with this car, not with many other cars which are there in the whole world. Millions of them are there. Same way, with this body of mine, Kshetra, I only am suffering, not others. So I don't suffer because of other bodies. Why? I don't identify with them, I identify with this. Point क्या है? Their Kshetragna is common in that and this. That will be our next shloka. The knower of the bodies is one only. After knowing all are one, identifying with that, he becomes Jiva. Once he becomes Jiva, Jiva is a concept, not a reality. As I told you, once he bought the car, he became Jiva. When his soul sells that car, he is no more bound by that car. Na? The Jiva ka mukti ho gaya us example mein. The Jiva was suffering with the car, he is liberated. That Jiva Bhava. He will have many other things, घर के साथ, दोस्तों के साथ, वस्तुओं के साथ. So many are there. I'm just one example I'm telling here. So, etadhyah veti tam prahu kshetrajnah. So, there is someone who is knowing consciously each and everything of the Sharira is only the knower. And that is you. And you remain as that. Let the world be taken care. This body also is taken care of by the Prarabdha. Or at the most, have a functional individuality. The like a driver. He uses the car every day, drives every day, but he knows that he is not the owner of it. In the same way, use this body for your sadhana, punya, but don't own it or don't identify with it. Such one is you, and that you is called Kshetragna. Then Kshetragna, when he remains as Kshetragna, he will not suffer. But when he identifies, he will have only suffering. So first shloka is explained, or second shloka. Now the second one, is that all the Kshetragna or something more to know? There is something more. That something more is in the next shloka. What is that? Kshetragnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata, and kshetragnayor jnanam yat tat jnanam matam mama. Each of the word, total sentence, total shloka, total very sublime meaning. Tomorrow we'll bring out, whole day it will take for that. बस ये क्लासेस को आप 6-7 बार सुनो, then you will have what's Vedanta teaching, what is the real spiritual knowledge, and in that knowledge when you become deeper and abide in it, how it liberates you, though being in the same world but not at all suffering. That's a true liberation. Like a Mahatma Jnani, he stays in the same world with the same people, but he doesn't suffer. Why? He has got that self-knowledge. And from the standpoint, he knows what's the position of everything. You and I don't know the reality. Therefore, the unreal we take as real, because it's unreal, it goes on cheating us, and we go on suffering, and we never understand why we suffer. Like other day somebody said, यार 4 महीने से इतनी खांसी हो रही है, 6 बोतल मैंने पी लिया है, एक्सपेक्टेंट्स भी खा लिया, पी लिया, एंड ऑल्सो what you say, suppressants also, every medicine on the universe I took. I said, it, what do you do puja you every day? I said, do you use agarbatti? I asked him, agarbatti. Whatever the brand, I don't know agarbatti. एक 15 दिन तुम बंद करो अगरबत्ती, लेट अस सी इट मे बी एन एक्सपेरिमेंट. दैट पर्सन डिड इट, 15 days स्टॉप्ड अगरबत्ती, सर्दी सारा चला गया, खांसी वगैरह, ही बिकेम ऑल राइट. He doesn't know that this was the cause that it's creating that inner allergy etc. क्योंकि एक एक कंपनी है, करोड़ों कंपनियां हैं अगरबत्ती का, कौन क्या बना रहा है किसको पता. So it doesn't mean that don't use them. They're very authentic. Many things. You should have proper immunity also. You should know where to keep it, how much to inhale, not inhale, how hot water has to be taken. Anything you do, you have to do it in such a manner it doesn't create problem. Further, you have to take some precautions, etc. So anyway, so he is cured of it. In the same way, we suffer in the world. We don't know why we are suffering, and we are doing everything but not the thing. We are all suffering because of ignorance, born identity with the upadhis. Now, when you have this knowledge and detached from the upadhi, remove the agarbatti, all khasi chala gaya. So to remove the attachment, but same in the same world. You have to be in the same world, you are into the same body, you have to be the same people, you have to do the same things. What changes is ignorance removed by knowledge. Because ignorance removed, ignorance born, all misconceptions are gone. Misconception related or resulted misconducts or misdoings, all of them have gone away. No, this doesn't happen one day. Hundreds of years or lives you have to study thoroughly them. Because your mind, your senses, your vyavahara, your desire, your vasana, they don't allow you to understand this or stand on this knowledge. इन सबको हमें नेगोशिएट करते रहना पड़ता. So many things that way. Be with. That's why the spirituality is many lives of journey. Slowly you start and don't give up and keep on traveling. One day you reach the destination. Thank you. Here we stop Geetha. Tomorrow we'll continue. Idam shariram kaunteya kshetramitya vidhiyate etadyo vetitam prahuhu kshetragna iti tadvidaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now we'll do our third and last shloka of our most beautiful divine Devi Suprabhatam. Shri Devyaha Suprabhatam Tritiya Shloka Pratah Smaranam, not Suprabhatam. Shri Devyaha Pratah Smaranam. Third श्लोक में कहते हैं प्रातर भजामि. First was Pratah Smarami, second was Pratah Namami, third is Pratah Bhajami. Bhaja means I just commit to serve her through puja and serve her only through my duties throughout the day, taking the whole world as that Jagan Mata only. So Pratar Bhajami. Who is that mother whose bhajan I do? Bhajatam Abhilasha Dhatri. Bhajatam, those who worship her, Abhilasha Dhatri. Whatever the desires of them are there, she gives and fulfills them. फिर उसके बाद धात्री. First is Bhajatam Abhilasha Datri, giver of all the Abhilasha, the desires, boons, for those who do puja to her. Second is Dhatri. Dhatri means the one who is the supporter. सबको सपोर्ट करने वाली, धारण करने वाली. Then Dhatri Samasta Jagatam. The entire world is being supported by that Jagan Mata only. Then Durita Apahantrim. So Durita is all sinful thoughts and actions. Apahantri, when we pray to her with her grace, she removes all the durita in our life in the form of thoughts, words, and actions. Durita means papa. Papa is that by which others are harmed. Because others are harmed, in the other Bhagavan is there. Therefore, it gets reciprocated and we also get harmed, troubled, given miseries. So, Pratar Bhajami, early morning I do this upasana of my mother. Who is she? Bhajatam Abhilasha Dhatri. She is the giver of, fulfiller of all the desires or the boons. Who worship her? Then Dhatrim Trijagatam. So Samasta Jagatam. For all the world, she is the Dhatri. She is the support substratum without whom the worlds cannot stand. Then Durita Abhantrim, when we pray to her, all wisdom, knowledge, as we are studying now in Geetha, she gives her. So the Papa in our thoughts, Papa in our words, Papa in our actions go away. Durita means Dushtata. We all knowingly, unknowingly do so much Durita Papa. speech and through our words and our actions and our thoughts. They are boomeranging back to suffer, trouble us. Therefore, दुरितों को निकाल देगी, पापों को निकाल देगी, अधर्म को निकाल देगी हमारे जीवन से पूरा. If you pray to her, and for that we have to pray to her. That's the meaning. Then samsara bandhana vimochana hetu bhutam. She is the hetu. By her blessings does the vimochana of all of us from the bandhana of the samsara. That's what we just studied 5 minutes back. We're all bound in this world. Bondage is called misery. Whenever we are miserable, we are bound. Why do you say misery is bondage? Because do you want to continue in the misery? No. Do you want to continue in the bondage? No. So you want to come out of the misery? Yeah. You want to come out of the bondage? Therefore, misery is bondage. And why miseries come to us freely? Because we have done durito. Therefore, samsara bandhana vimochana hetu bhutam. She is the one who frees us from this bondage of misery called as samsara. Then mayam param. She is the supreme Maya Shakti, Parasya Vishnoho, and of that Narayana Vishnu. So विष्णु भगवान की परमा शक्ति जो माया है उनको मैं इस तरह से प्रणाम करता हूँ, भजन नमस्कार स्मरण, so that she takes care of me. In this way, this is the meaning of this Pratah Smarana of the Devi 3 shlokas. Okay, so let us chant it. शुरू में एक बार पढ़ना था, अंत में भी, so 2 बार पढ़ेंगे पूरा and पूरा, so that as we do every day it is done. ओम अतः श्री देव्याः प्रातः स्मरणम्. ओम प्रातः स्मरामि शरदिन्दुकरोज्ज्वलाभां सद्रत्नवन्मकरकुण्डल हारभूषां दिव्यायुधोर्जितसुनील सहस्रहस्तां रक्तोत्पलाभचरणां भवतीं परेशां प्रातर्नमामि महिषासुरचण्डमुण्ड शुम्भासुर प्रमुखदैत्यविनाशदक्षां ब्रह्मेन्द्ररुद्रमुनिमोहन शीललीलां चण्डीं समस्तसुरमूर्तिम् अनेकरूपां प्रातर्भजामि भजताम् अभिलाषधात्रीं धात्रीं समस्तजगतां दुरितापहन्त्रीं संसारबन्धनविमोचन हेतुभूतां मायां परां समधिगम्य परस्य विष्णोः. इति श्रीदेव्याः प्रातः स्मरणं सम्पूर्णम्. Once again, ओम अतः श्रीदेव्याः प्रातः स्मरणम्. ओम प्रातः स्मरामि शरदिन्दुकरोज्ज्वलाभां सद्रत्नवन्मकरकुण्डलहारभूषां दिव्यायुधोर्जितसुनीलसहस्रहस्तां रक्तोत्पलाभचरणां भवतीं परेशां प्रातर्नमामि महिषासुरचण्डमुण्ड शुम्भासुर प्रमुखदैत्यविनाशदक्षां ब्रह्मेन्द्ररुद्रमुनिमोहन शीललीलां चण्डीं समस्तमूर्तिं समस्तसुरमूर्तिमनेकरूपां प्रातर्भजामि भजताम् अभिलाषधात्रीं धात्रीं समस्तजगतां दुरितापहन्त्रीं संसारबन्धनविमोचनहेतुभूतां मायां परां समधिगम्य परस्य विष्णोः. इति श्रीदेव्याः प्रातस्मरणं सम्पूर्णम्. Tomorrow let us say like that, 3 days 1, 9 days 9 stotrams may be there, 27 devi milakartis. 1 month we are doing every day these type of pratasmarana mantras of different devatas. So here Dhatrim Samasta Jagatam, Dhatri, supporter of all the worlds. Then Samasta Jagatam Duritapahantrim, she is the remover of any individual who prays, or the whole world's Durita, all the sinful way of living, so that the causes are removed of the misery is also go away. And these things once, twice, thrice, 10 times, attentively when you listen, then you get the data. On the data, when you contemplate, it becomes the knowledge. When you practice the knowledge, then it becomes your own. When it is your own, then you are always living the life of knowledge, not ignorance. A knowledgeable person never becomes miserable. Geetha mein Panditaha Nanashochanti, first stroke of Lord Krishna, second chapter, 11th shloka we have seen. अशोच्यानशोचस्त्वं प्रज्ञवादांश भाषसे गदासुन नानुशोचन्ति पंडिताः. A wise person never becomes miserable, never makes others miserable. That is the beauty of the wisdom. And if somebody is suffering and making others also suffering in any way, he may be a Prime Minister of India or whole country or world, still he is a Jnani only. Because Jnani can never be miserable, can never give misery to others. That's the beauty of the Jnanam. Because what's Jnanam? Everything is one Paramatma. There's nothing to gain or lose. Just be in happy mood. In the Vyavahara, just you be there with your equipments only to serve the total, not to experience anything. Whatever they give, they give, take it as prasada. But maintain always happiness. Then you are happy. And the whole world is happy because of you. सिर्फ ज्ञानी ही खुश रह सकता है, ज्ञानी ही सबको खुशी दे सकता है. इसलिए ज्ञान षटकम आजकल हम पढ़ रहे हैं. That's the relation between that Gita and this stotram that fits over. Some more stotrams tomorrow onwards we'll see. In this way, Devi Pratah Smaranam, Gita, second shloka. Then Purnamada chanting we have done, meaning also told to you. And the earlier shlokas of every day we have chanted. Same way tomorrow also will come and add to our own wisdom little more. Thank you. ओम अंतर्जन सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जन शांति मापनीयात् शांत उचित वंदे विमुक्तश्चान्यानुवचेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतंगमय ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमेश्वरभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रं तत्सद्ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः गीता मात्रे वेदव्यास महर्षे नमः श्री देवी मात्रे नमो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः समस्त ऋषि गुरु देवताभ्यो नमः समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक महानुभावेभ्यो नमो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. बोलो सब सनातन धर्म की जय, वैदिक संस्कृति की जय, आध्यात्मिक जीवन की जय, गीता माता की जय, कृष्ण भगवान की जय, वेदव्यास भगवान की जय, देवी माता की जय, समस्त युवा मंडली की जय, भारत माता की जय, सनातन धर्म की जय, वैदिक संस्कृति की जय, आध्यात्मिक जीवन शैली की जय. थैंक यू. Thank you, friends, for your patient listening. Meet tomorrow.